Hi guys, welcome to the UX course. Now we are at module 3. We are going to do module 3 chapter 1. But before we jump into the module 3, let's do a quick recap. So in module 2, UX research and planning, what did we learn so far? So we learned about user persona, user journey, functional document, information architecture, and design estimate. So in user persona, we learned how to evaluate what kind of users would be using this application, whether it be male, female, what will be their age, what will be their job profile, and what will be the location of those specific users. Location depends on where the app is launched and where the services are available. And then we went to user journey. We created end-to-end user journey when user logs in, downloads the application, and when he uses the application from login to booking a request and all of that, setting and everything. And then we created a functional document wherein people call it uh, functional document, DRD, design requirement, and synopsis. I like to call it synopsis or business requirement document, wherein we understood the objective of this whole project, and we also understood the problem statement. Uh, we also created a solution statement wherein we displayed the features. What are the features we would like to build to solve this problem and help client and customers get better services for their motorbike servicing. And then we created information architecture and design estimate. In information architecture, uh, we got to know it is as similar to user flow or user journey, but it is different in terms of it gives you a more of navigational flow, how the navigation flow is going to work out. And then we worked on design estimate. uh, as I highlighted, design estimate is one of the most important part of any project, whether you are working as an independent designer or you're working with a company. So even if you're working with a company, project managers will come to you and ask you about how much time a project is going to take to complete. And even if you're working as an independent freelance designer, a client would ask you how much will be the cost, and to determine the cost you need to evaluate on the basis of how much time it is going to complete the application or design. Now uh, this is the recap. Now let's go into what are we going to learn in this module 3. uh, we are going to learn the basic of wireframing, sketching, and we are going to learn Figma basic and auto layout. Auto layout is one of the important part we need to learn. It helps us structure the design properly. Then we are going to learn design token, visual structure, colors, spacing, typography, and variables. Then we are going to learn mood boards and design inspiration. So we create mood board for pages, or let's say how our design going to look like visually, and we use those mood boards to create a design language and all the system design and all the other pages. So um, let's see. Let's go and deep dive into this module 3 course. So now let's deep dive into creating wireframe. So we can start with what is the main page is going to look like. Then we will go with sign in, authentication, and if we have a booking form or not. So let's go ahead and create some wireframes. So we'll start with the home page, the first page. Let's go ahead and do that. So first thing we'll create is homepage. All right. So we will take one object from here. Generally, I should have taken, I could have taken the rounded one. Let's take the rounded one. That's more suitable here. So let's take, okay, rectangle rounded. Okay. So what all we might have on this page. So we'll start with, let's say we'll take a circle and we'll put it here. We might have a navigational menu which will open other part of it, and we might have let's say one icon here, one icon here. We might need, let's say, profile or search or something like that. Then profile and notification could be here, and then we might also need title. So this would be more like the heading of the page. So let's go ahead and group that. So I press Ctrl G to group that. All right. And now let's see what else we'll have for this biking service application. So we will have one, maybe one thing to be able to add the bikes. So we'll just do plus, and let's increase the size of this plus. We can make it big. Yeah, this looks okay to me. And then we might need some tabs. So let's have some tabs as well. So we can have one tab and we can repeat that. Let's have one more tab that can keep going inside, and it could be scrollable. We might have one, this tab might be active, so let's keep this active. All right, this might look like this. There would be spaces outside, and then you would have lists. So let's have list. List could be something like this. We don't need any fill, we just need outline. So we can have a solid outline, but the outline color could be little less. So we can have multiple lists. We could build like a ticket page, and that could take us to the next other pages. And then we might need a button for if they want to book the services. So let's create a button. Looks too huge, so we'll make it small, and we will put white color onto this. We are just creating wireframe, so we might not be able to add extra element. So let's make this text little less. So plus is nice. Then we might have other button, which is question, to create tickets or to do anything else. So we'll figure it out. All right. And after you have created this, you might need, first we'll create more of authentication pages. So let's create them. Let's see if it creates, it duplicates the entire page. No, it doesn't. Okay, yes. Let's delete that. We don't need that. So in authentication page, you might need, so first you might need the title. I can choose any font, but I'm just creating wireframe, so I'm not that concerned that how it should look like. It's a simple wireframe. Okay. First page might be, let's say, getting started. So we can have two options. Um, we can put as, let's say, we can add text as your bike services on the go. For first time login, if the user logs in on the first time, let's make this center, and let's make this bigger, larger, which looks better. Okay, and then we might give a button. There could be images in the background, and that could look very nice. So let's go ahead and create a button now. You would need a button to take the user to the right page. So we can say get started. Get started should take the user to directly to the what you call the create account page. But if the user already has an account, we need to give them an option to either sign in or either sign up. So we can give these two options here: sign in, create an account. Let's make these smaller. I don't want them to be too big. Or they can do other things as well. Creating wireframe through PicJam is very easy, and uh, it takes literally a few minutes for one page. So let's say we can have login with Google login. Okay, all right. So we have our get started page here now. Let's see if this is properly centered. Now it's properly centered. Okay, all right. If the user signs in, so you need to just create few basic pages to get the idea and get the gist that how your entire layout is going to look like. The what you call the uh, this tech outlines looks too big, but that's okay. We can go ahead and create the other pages. So let's go ahead and create the other pages. So what if user clicks on sign in? What option will you give him? So we will, maybe we will switch this, bring this to top, and then we'll have field boxes. We can have field. I'm pressing Alt and just increasing the size from both sides. I can have no fill here, and I can put the text to align left, and I can say mobile or email, and the text could be, I could say, I could make the text a little lighter. Doesn't have to be. Okay, and then let's say I can have one more field box, which is, so sign in you could do just by putting in your email and then say next, and that should create OTP, generate OTP. Let's say generate OTP. So I'm basically providing OTP login option. You maybe we might need Google login here. So let's go down, instead of or, let's say uh, don't have an account. So we could have that, or we can create one more piece here. you could say, or log in with Google. So most of the companies have this. This is easier for a lot of users to just use Google to log in. And if you're using, even through, if you're logging through Google, you might need to put in OTP. So that's a valid case. So let's go ahead and create that OTP page. So when you are on OTP page, you would have nothing, just submit and field boxes. So let's delete all of these, and we need OTP. So we can say 0, or maybe like we don't need these many, one box. We might need let's say 4 boxes. 2, 3, 4. So 4-digit OTP is nicer. Submit. And you could have one more thing here. Did not receive OTP. Generate again. OTP in 45 seconds. So after 45 minutes, 45 seconds, user can generate the OTP again. And I can make this, let's say I can make this little less visible. That is too much. Let's keep it little gray. And user can click on this and generate the OTP again. All right. Next thing you would need is create account page. So let's go ahead and take this, duplicate this, and we'll create account page itself. So let's take this here. We'll leave that. Instead of generate OTP, we'll just create one create account page. We just need to get the idea of how how the page might look like. So let's go ahead and do that, and remove the or, and let's place next, and let's have these, more of these. You need one more. We can bring this more down. So full name, and then this could be mobile or email. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's say mobile separately, mobile, email, and then this could be Aadhaar number, which will complete the KYC. And here we might need to change the message. Already have an account. Just sign in. So if user already has an account, he could directly sign in. So let's create one more page which will come from this. If you click on the booking, that will help you understand mm, the wireframing process little more. So what if user clicks on book the services? We will have a form for him, and in the form, I'm thinking this is how it should look like. It should not be this, but we might need header similar to this. We might need small header. So let's bring it here, and we would not be needing the logo. We might need page title, back button, and search option, or maybe not, just maybe only one. Delete this. We might need just close button. So while booking the services, you might need to put in bike number, location. Location as in you can do location with GPS, and you can also put in address. Uh, any describe your problem. Let's make this little bigger because this might have user gets an option to have write in more of his problem what is facing. Let's delete this, and I'm thinking of having these kind of button here, and let's duplicate this. I don't think we need more information, but let's say just for the sake of it, pin, and here we'll have send. Let's make it a little less. Oh, too much. Okay. So this will send the information to the to, to the bike servicing companies. But before you do that, you might need to select which bike servicings you want to operate for. So let's say we can also have that as well. So we'll delete these, and we will have one button here. This is send, but let's get some query and let's have submit or pay, payment button, and we have something like this. Let's duplicate it here. So user can select which bike servicings he wants to opt for. Let's say 1, 2, 3. We can do 1. User can select basically any of these and opt for their services. So basically it's a list but in a thumbnail view. Now this is how the wireframe should look like, and this will give you the basic idea of what exactly you are going to design in your page. Alright. Now let's go ahead and see what we are going to learn in the next chapter. So in next chapter we are going to learn more about auto layout and how auto layout works, and what type of frames are there in Figma, and how it can help you organize your files and do a better design. And see you in the next course. Thank you. Next chapter. So now in the next chapter, you are going to learn about auto layout. Auto layout uh, uh, is very important in terms of understanding the whole digital frame structure for websites or for mobile or any type of design you do. There are basically 9 positions which will help you align your objects, align your design properly with equal spacing and white spacing. So let's go ahead and see how 3.2 looks like, and see you in the next chapter.